Hello, I'm here to present my final. I'm Cyrus, and I tried to make a fog machine that would be able to capture and deploy images. So as you can see by all the virtual machines, I struggled and had a lot of trouble on this. I actually was not able to get it working, but this is what I've gone through so far. So we have Ubuntu running, and I already have Fog installed, but I'll show you how you would do that. You would just go to their website, and you would just download it. So you go to Fog Project, you go to download, and then you just download it. I already have it downloaded, so I'm just gonna go to Terminal, and I'll show you how you would install it. So we would go to our downloads, then it's gonna be in a tar, so we're gonna have to undo that tarball. So we'll just put in a few commands. Grab the wrong one. So there you go. Now it's there. So we'll just navigate to it. When we want to go to the bin, then we will just want to install. Enter root password. Now it's going to be a little different because I already went through and installed it, but it'll ask you for all this information. So it's just about what type of version of Linux you're running, if you want this to be an image or file server, what the IP address is, so you have to make sure you have a static IP, if it's going to be doing DHCP or not, if you want to donate CPU cycles to help them get some cryptocurrency, and if they can just see what you're using this for. So I'll walk you through a little more of it. So after you put in all those items, you'll have to install a few packages, and then after that we're going to install MySQL if it wasn't already. You'll get a pop-up asking for a password. You can just leave it blank and hit OK. So the main reason why I wasn't able to get this working was I was having a lot of issues with DHCP, and I'll go into that a little more if I have time when I'm done showing you everything. So now here it's going to want to check and make sure our database is okay. If it's okay, we won't have to do anything. Otherwise we'll have to install some schemas. So ours is okay, so we don't have to do anything. So it'll just generate you an account, and you'll have a default username of Fog. Yeah, so here it wants to know if we would like to tell them about what we're using this for, and we're just going to say no because it's just useless. And we got a default username of Fog and a default password of password. And here we'd be able to see all the hosts that we have and all of the images we have. So now that we have this set up, we would want to create an image that our machine that we would be copying essentially. So here I have the image I would be using. So I made I got a background, I put in some shortcuts, I rearranged the taskbar, I changed the start menu and the time, of course. So, off of what you're going to want to do is, first of all, you're going to want to install the Windows Imaging and Deployment Kit so that you can get this Windows System Image Manager. Then once you do that, you're going to want to open up your ISO, go to Sources, you want to grab the install.wim. You're going to want to copy that to your desktop. I've already done that. That'll take a few minutes. After that, you're going to want to select it. And then, yes, you want to do all this. And then basically what we'll be doing is creating an answer file. So in the beginning, when you first start up Windows out of the box, you should have to fill out a bunch of things like time zone, what you want your username and password to be, a bunch of stuff like this, default colors. And what this answer file does is it just automates the process. It gives answers to those questions. So well, in the meantime, we can work while this gets cataloged. We will, after we make this answer file, we'll be moving it to sysprep, and we'll be putting it right in here. And then we will also need to make a script to remove this so it's not in the final image once you start Windows up. We're going to just make a script to remove it. And that will go under setup right here. I'm going to make a new folder called scripts, and within that you're just going to have okay, I'll just show you what the commands are. Just going to be delete Q, so F C Windows System 32 sysprep unattend.xml C Windows Panther unattend.xml. This will just be removing it in the two places that'll end up being, and you'll save this as a batch file. So you'll just want to call this setup complete. I'll make sure it's all files. You will go to your C drive, Windows, setup scripts, setup complete. Just hit save, make sure you save it as a batch file. So it'd be cmd. Save it, and then it'd run it afterwards. Okay, well this is taking too long, so instead I'm just going to stop this, and I'll just show you the one we created, that we would be creating. Let's see, we'll also have to eventually go to Windows System 32. So once you put your answer file in here, you'd want to since it's already in here, we would just be opening up a command prompt at this area. So we're just going to go hold shift and then right click. We're just going to open command window here. we're just going to tell it to sysprep. Sysprep. So, we'll just open an answer file. We'll open the unattended one, and I'll just show you what's in it. So, this essentially has a few settings within each of these, and these are all the things that are within them. So, for example, we have the user account it makes will be an administrator, the username will be administrator, and the password will be administrator password. It's right here. We have, where is it? Yeah. All these are set to be English by having it EN US. It's English for the US, so it's not British English or anything like that. And you'll make all these changes depending on what you want to do, and you'll save it. I'm in a little bit of a rush because I'm running the time limit. So we're just going to run this. And basically what's going to happen is, after this is done, once we cannot afford to turn on the computer and have fog not capture the image. So I've had to create this image multiple times, and then I ended up just making one hard drive and I kept duplicating it to keep testing, but I was not able to get the machine to connect to the fog server, so I won't be able to show you how to do that part. But what you'll be doing is just connecting it, running it to connecting them via Ethernet cables, and just telling it its MAC address and capturing that image. And then you'd be able to go into here, and you'd have an image, and then you could just you could create a task, and under that task you could essentially install the image onto a machine. You would just need to know the MAC address of the machine. You can also title the machine so they're easier to find. So if you want to use a formulaic way of doing things, and I'm about to hit my time, so that's about it. That's all I have in this presentation for you guys. Sorry, it was so rushed.